You reach into your old coin jar, pull out a dusty penny, and suddenly realize it could be worth millions. Yes, you heard that right, millions. The 1970 Lincoln penny with a mysterious black shade isn't just pocket change, it's a life-changing discovery waiting to happen. But why is this penny so valuable? And how can you tell if you have one? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you might be rushing to check your coin collection. Now, before you start flipping every penny you own, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. The 1970 Lincoln penny is already a unique piece, but when it has a distinct black coloration, that's when things get really interesting. Some collectors believe this shade comes from a rare minting error or an unusual chemical reaction over time. Others think it's a sign of a high-value rarity. But one thing's for sure, this is not your ordinary 1-cent coin. Now, let's break it down. How does a simple penny become a multi-million-dollar treasure? The first factor is rarity. Only a handful of these black-shaded pennies have surfaced, and coin collectors are constantly on the hunt for them. The second factor: condition. If your 1970 penny is in near-perfect shape, the price skyrockets. But even if it's slightly worn, don't lose hope. It could still be worth thousands. And here's the kicker: the highest recorded sale of a 1970 black shade Lincoln penny? A mind-blowing $7 million. Think about that for a second. $7 million for a penny. That's not just wealth, that's a complete financial transformation. New house? Check. Luxury car? Check. Never having to worry about bills again? Double check. But here's the thing, not every dark-shaded 1970 penny is worth that fortune, and that's where most people get stuck. So, how do you know if you have the real deal? First, check the weight. An authentic 1970 Lincoln penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. Anything significantly lighter or heavier could be a red flag. Next, inspect the details. Sharp edges, a strong mint mark, and the right shade of black could mean you're holding something extraordinary. If it looks promising, don't just guess, get it professionally graded. A certified coin expert can tell you exactly what you have and how much it's worth. Now, I know what you're thinking: where do people even sell these rare coins? The answer: high-profile auctions, private collectors, and online platforms like eBay and Heritage Auctions. But here's the catch: scammers are everywhere. Some will try to lowball you, while others might even sell you a fake. That's why having a professional appraisal is crucial. Don't let your million-dollar coin go for pennies, literally. But wait, what if you don't have a 1970 black shade penny? Should you just give up? Absolutely not. There are countless other rare pennies out there that could still be worth thousands, maybe even millions. The 1969 double die, the 1983 copper penny, and the famous 1943 bronze Lincoln penny. These are just a few hidden treasures still waiting to be discovered. So here's my challenge to you: check your old piggy banks, your grandfather's coin collection, even that jar of spare change sitting in your kitchen. You never know what could be hiding in plain sight. Because at the end of the day, fortune favors those who look. And before you go, let me ask you, what would you do with $7 million from a single penny? Drop your answers in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because the next rare coin jackpot, it could be sitting in your hands right now. Waking up tomorrow, checking your old coin collection, and realizing you've been sitting on a $6 million fortune without even knowing it. Sounds crazy, right? But what if I told you that an ordinary-looking 1979 Lincoln penny with no mint mark could be worth enough to change your life forever? Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, worth more than a mansion in Beverly Hills, and the worst part. Most people spend these valuable pennies without realizing their true worth. Could you be one of them? Stick with me because, in just a few minutes, you'll discover exactly how to identify this rare coin, why collectors are paying insane amounts for it, and how you could cash in on this hidden treasure. But hurry, because time is running out. Most people think a penny is just a penny, worth 1 cent. But let me tell you something, that mindset is costing people millions. The 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is no ordinary coin. It has a fascinating backstory that makes it one of the most sought-after pennies in the entire U.S. coin market. Here's the deal. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, coins from Philadelphia don't have a mint mark. But here's where it gets interesting. A rare error penny was struck under mysterious circumstances, and only a handful exist today. Now, before you start frantically checking your couch cushions, let's talk about what makes these pennies so valuable. The price tag on these coins isn't just some random number, it's backed by real collectors who will pay top dollar for the rarest finds. And speaking of rare finds, did you know that one man unknowingly spent a rare penny like this at a gas station? Yeah, imagine giving away millions of dollars in exchange for a pack of gum. If that doesn't keep you up at night, I don't know what will. Alright, let's get into the real money talk. The 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has sold at auctions for thousands, even up to $6 million in rare cases. But here's the catch, not every 1979 penny is valuable. Only the rarest variations command top dollar. So, how do you know if you're holding a life-changing coin? Here's what to look for: sharp details. The clearer the features, the better. Coins with crisp, detailed strikes are worth more. Error coins. Some rare 1979 pennies were struck with errors, like doubling on letters or unusual defects. These can skyrocket the value. Condition matters. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch life-changing amounts. If your coin looks like it just came out of the mint, you might be in for a big payday. By the way, before you start panicking and flipping every penny in sight, you don't need a magnifying glass the size of a telescope to check. A quick inspection and some expert guidance can help you spot a winner fast. And here's where things get even crazier. Some collectors are willing to buy these pennies immediately. No waiting. No games. Just straight cash for your rare find. Now, before you rush to sell, there's one crucial thing you need to know that could make or break your payday. Selling a rare coin isn't as simple as listing it on eBay for a few bucks. If you don't know what you're doing, you could be leaving thousands, or even millions, on the table. Here's the right way to do it. Get your coin professionally graded. Buyers trust certified coins. The better the grade, the higher the price. Look for reputable services like PCGS or NGC, auction houses and private collectors. High-end buyers don't hang out in random Facebook groups. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers attract serious investors who are willing to pay big money for the right coin. Timing is everything. Coin values fluctuate. Selling at the right moment can mean the difference between thousands and millions. But here's the million-dollar question. How do you know if your 1979 no-mint mark penny is truly one of the rarest ones? Well, the truth is, most people will never know because they don't bother to check. Imagine throwing away a ticket to a wealthy lifestyle, all because you didn't take 5 minutes to inspect a penny. Now, ask yourself this: do you really want to risk spending $1 million penny without knowing its true worth? If you're serious about finding and selling rare coins for top dollar, don't just sit on this information. Start checking your coins today. Who knows? You might be sitting on a hidden fortune right now, and if you want more tips, expert insights, and real-time updates on valuable coins, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on life-changing opportunities, because let's face it, you wouldn't want to be the person who gave away a $6 million penny just to buy a coffee. Did you just spend $1 million penny on a cup of coffee? What if I told you that a simple 1985 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could be worth up to $5 million? Sounds crazy, right? But hold on, before you go diving into your couch cushions, let me show you why this tiny coin could change your life forever. Every day, people unknowingly give away fortunes in spare change, completely clueless about the hidden treasure slipping through their fingers. And the worst part? Some of these rare coins end up in coin-counting machines, never to be seen again. Tragic, isn't it? But today, you're in luck. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal everything you need to know about the elusive 1985 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, why it's worth a fortune, how to identify one, and how you could turn an ordinary coin into a life-changing payday. Stick with me, because the difference between a regular penny and $1 million windfall is one small but crucial detail. So, why is this specific penny worth so much money? Here's where things get interesting. Back in 1985, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of pennies, but some of them had a critical error. They were struck with a special die variation that resulted in a unique doubling effect on the lettering. Coin collectors call this a double die error, and trust me, this is the kind of mistake you want the government to make. Because when they do, collectors go crazy. Let's break it down. If your 1985 penny has no mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia. But here's the kicker: if you look closely at the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," you might notice a slight doubling in the letters. And if you do, congratulations, you might be holding a coin that could fetch hundreds of thousands, or even millions, at auction. Think about it. One single penny could be more valuable than your car, your house, or even your retirement savings. Imagine handing over a little copper coin and walking away with life-changing money. The kind of money that pays off debts, buys dream homes, and sends kids to college. And here's the part that really stings: some people have sold these coins without realizing their true value. Someone out there probably spent a $5 million penny on a vending machine snack. If that doesn't make you want to check your loose change immediately, I don't know what will. Now, here's the $1 million question: how do you know if your 1985 penny is worth a fortune? Look for the no mint mark. If it has a D for Denver or S for San Francisco, it's not the one we're looking for. Examine the lettering. Use a magnifying glass to check for a doubling effect on "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Check the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins in near-perfect shape, known as mint state condition, fetch the highest prices. If you think you found one, do not spend it. Instead, get it professionally graded. Coin experts and auction houses will verify its authenticity and set you up for a massive payday. And trust me, you do not want to make the mistake of selling it too soon. Just last year, one of these pennies sold for over $30,000, and values keep rising. Imagine what yours could be worth in the next few years. So, before you let another penny slip through your fingers, go check your change, your piggy bank, your drawers, because your next trip to the gas station could be worth millions. And if you think you found one, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Who knows? Your name might just be the next headline in the world of rare coins. Just stumble upon an old penny in your drawer. Well, what if I told you that a simple 1989 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could be worth up to $4 million? Sounds crazy, right? But this is not a joke. In fact, Collectors are paying insane amounts for rare pennies just like this one. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in big time. Now, let's get into it. Act 1. The Desioverwhy. Imagine this. You're cleaning out an old box from the attic, and you come across a handful of pennies. Most people would toss them aside without a second thought. But what if, hidden among those coins, is a fortune just waiting to be discovered? Here's why this 1989 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is turning heads. The U.S. Mint typically marks coins with a small letter indicating where they were produced, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and P or nothing for Philadelphia. But there's a rare error where the mint mark was never added. And that's where things get interesting. This rare mistake has made collectors scramble to get their hands on one. A coin like this, in pristine condition, has fetched up to $4 million at auction. That's right, you could be sitting on a life-changing amount of money without even knowing it. Act2, the HUNT. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have one of these ultra-valuable pennies? First, grab your 1989 penny and check just below the date. If there's no mint mark, you might have hit the jackpot. But wait, before you start celebrating, there's more to check. Condition is everything. A coin in perfect, untouched condition, what collectors call mint state, can skyrocket in value. Look for sharp details, no scratches, and a flawless shine. And here's a secret most people don't know: some of these error pennies have doubling on the letters or numbers, known as double die errors. If your penny has this, the value shoots up even higher. Still with me? Good, because here's where things get really exciting. Act3, the PAYDY. So, let's say you found one. What's next? You don't just sell it to the first buyer who comes along. That's a rookie mistake. To get top dollar, you need to get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll confirm its rarity and grade it on a scale. This can make the difference between a few $100 and a life-changing millions. Once authenticated, the real fun begins. Auctions, online marketplaces, and private collectors are all hungry for these rare coins. The best part? The demand is only growing, which means prices are skyrocketing. And here's the kicker: some people are tossing away valuable pennies every single day without even knowing it. Can you imagine throwing $4 million in the trash? That's exactly what's happening right now. So, go check your loose change, old coin jars, and even that junk drawer you've been meaning to clean out. Who knows? You might just be sitting on a small piece of copper that could make you a millionaire. Before you go, let me ask you this: what would you do if you suddenly had an extra $4 million in your pocket? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more life-changing coin discoveries. Your fortune could be hiding in plain sight, so start searching now. Just a regular old coin, right? But what if I told you that a 1994 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could be worth up to $3 million? That's right, $3 million. This tiny piece of copper could change your life forever, and most people don't even know it. And here's the kicker: some of these valuable pennies are still in circulation, hiding in plain sight. Maybe even in your pocket right now. But what makes this coin so valuable? Why are collectors willing to pay a fortune for it? And most importantly, how can you cash in? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to verify its authenticity, and how to sell it for maximum profit. The 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of those coins that seems completely ordinary, until you take a closer look. Most pennies minted in 1994 were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically does not place a mint mark on its coins. So, what's the big deal? The real secret behind its extraordinary value lies in a rare minting error, one that collectors are willing to pay insane amounts of money for. Some of these pennies were struck on the wrong planchet, some have doubling errors, and a few even have an ultra-rare misprint that makes them 1 in a million, or should I say, 1 in 3 million. Now, before you start flipping over every penny you own, let's talk about what makes this coin truly valuable. Because not every 1994 penny without a mint mark is worth a fortune, only a few rare variations are. I know what you're thinking. Great, so now I have to go through thousands of pennies. My back hurts just thinking about it. Don't worry, I'll make this easy for you. In fact, you might already own this fortune in your coin jar without realizing it. The key to identifying a valuable 1994 no-mint mark penny is in the details. Here's what you need to look for. First, check for any doubling on Lincoln's profile, especially around his nose, lips, and chin. This error, known as a double die, can skyrocket a coin's value. If your penny has even a slight doubling effect, you might be holding a small fortune. Next, examine the edges. Some of the rarest 1994 pennies were accidentally struck on planchets meant for dimes. That's right, a penny the size of a dime. If you find one, congratulations. You just hit the jackpot. And here's another major clue, look at the color. Some rare 1994 pennies were struck on experimental planchets, giving them a slightly different hue. If your penny looks off compared to the others, you might have something truly special. Still with me? Good, because now comes the million-dollar question. How do you sell it for maximum profit? Listen, having a rare coin is one thing, but getting the best price for it is another story entirely. Sell it the wrong way, and you might lose thousands, or even millions, of dollars. So, before you make a costly mistake, let me show you how to get top dollar for your rare penny. If you think you found a valuable 1994 no-mint mark penny, the first step is getting it authenticated. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can verify its rarity and assign it a grade. Higher grades mean higher value. Once your penny is certified, it's time to find the right buyer. But here's where most people go wrong. They sell their rare coins too quickly, without knowing their true worth. Auction houses, online marketplaces, and private collectors are all options, but choosing the right one can mean the difference between a 5-figure payout and a multi-million-dollar deal. The best strategy: get multiple appraisals and never accept the first offer. And here's a pro tip: rare coin collectors are always on the hunt for hidden gems, and if your penny meets the right criteria, you could be looking at a life-changing payday. So, what if I told you that other pennies, ones you probably think are worthless, could be worth even more than this? Because trust me, this isn't the only rare penny that can make you rich. Want to know which other coins are hiding in plain sight, worth thousands or even millions? Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and check out my next video where I reveal more hidden treasures in your pocket change. Your fortune could be sitting in a jar right now. Don't let it slip away.